live. Yes, Graham's game is unwatchable. Reach out to Alex. There's another link up where you can go to the channel to watch that game over on the Bantam B1 channel. There's a new live stream that's set up. So if you're tuning into this one, we're just getting started. Boys are on the ice, getting warmed up. Coming off a big win last night, last minute thriller, coming back down 5-4 in the final minutes to tie it up and then pull ahead with some Fensky heroics. So that was an exciting one. And thanks everyone for your kind words to Graham. I know he was a little bit nervous streaming, but he seemed to come into his own there by the end. So for today's matchup, we're playing over at Rink 1 over at the Eden Prairie Community Center. We're going against the Eden Prairie, where are they? Eagles? Eden Prairie Eagles. In another district matchup. Right now, your Edina Hornets are 4-2-3 in districts. So coming on strong recently. Started off the season a little bit slow, losing our first two district matchups. Then rattling off a series of ties. And running into this 4-game winning streak we find ourselves on. A couple of big wins over Minnetonka, the win last night, and then you're looking to keep this streak going tonight. So what time is it? I've been up early since a little early in the morning. It's this afternoon, 1:45. So the boys have been buzzing, putting up some goals, looking to keep it rolling. About a minute left on warm-up. Keep this one going. There's a couple of parents up in Roseville. If you're watching, sounds like your team's killing it. Let's keep it rolling. I don't care what anyone says. Take the chip, no mercy. We don't go to Roseville for the weather. We go for the hardware. Eagles look pumped. Let's get it rolling. So again, boys coming off a big win last night. Pulling off the miracle comeback in the final minutes of the period. Come away with a 6-5 victory. See if we can get on the board early and often, set the tone against the Edina Prairie Eagles. Both teams line up. Goalies in the crease. Let's play some hockey. Eagles quick off the draw, make a move to the goal, send it in on net. Jaden forced to make a big save early. Being tested right out of the gates, but up to the challenge. One of the things you're always afraid of coming off a big win, you're going to get a little bit arrogant, not give the team as much respect. Eagles pressing forward, win them back. Trying to chip it into the zone. They do. They make a move. They get around the defense. Arnold comes all the way across, knocks it away. Eagles working it up to the point. Long shot in on net. Arnold picks it off, but can't clear. Arnold finds the puck again, sends it out to center ice. Hartung, Panetta working in game possession. Panetta sends it in, but Arnold was offside. So Hornets sending the big boys. Brad and Penske and Horn out there. Penske pushes up to Bratton. They gain his own. Zabel pulls the line, works over the Carpenter, just out of reach. Carpenter gonna work that one down low. Bratton's there, sends it right back to Carpenter. Carpenter winds up from the point, rips a shot in on net. Bratton picks it up, can't get a clean shot. He's sticking with it, knocks it free. Puck still contested. Sent off the boards. Carpenter steps, not able to hold the line, but slows up the Eagles just enough. Eagles forced to regroup in the neutral zone. Penske reads the play, steps up. Push to the outside. He protects. Pressured. Horn comes down and supports. Puck's loose. Sent up the boards to Carpenter. Slides it across to Zabel. Zabel walks it in, gets a hard shot in on nets. Deflected wide. Horn kicks it back down below the goal line. That one's gonna come up to Zabel. Zabel doing what he can to hold it in. Slides over the Carpenter. Carpenter sends it cross ice. EP collects. Puck enters his zone, pressured by Bratton, who works it free. Penske looking to send it up. That's held in. Picked up by Zabel. Zabel gets it clear, finds Penske. Penske catching the Eagles on change. With support off the bench, knocks Penske to the ground. Hornets making their own change behind play. Udish and Schmidt on defense. Nolte playing center, back to support. Puck comes over to Davis. Davis gets pressured, trying to work it up the boards. Eagles able to work it back down low. Udish sends it up and out of the zone. Davis is the trailer. He picks it up. He gains the line. Has that knocked off his stick. Udish steps, can't hold. Eagles on the attack. Eagles gonna carry that in offside. Panetta battling off the draw. Works back to hard tongue. Over to Giles. Giles moves it up ice. He goes back the other way. They gain the zone onside. Puck comes out top of the circle. Sent back down low. Hartung's there. Hartung playing the body. Panetta over the supports. Trying to work it up to Arnold. Centering feed. That goes through everyone. Comes out the other side. Eagles going to rim that one all the way around. Arnold's there. Eagles player gets spun around. Arnold picks it up. Carrying through neutral zone. Chips it ahead. Intercepted by the Eagles, who get the clear. Hornets tag up. Puck frozen along the wall. Now it's work free. Both teams still working to get something going here. Eagles have it across the line. Have a man striking down the middle. Centering feed doesn't go. Panetta gets tangled up. Gets that one up but held in. Puck thrown in behind the nets. Picked up by the Eagles. Eagles going for a change. A puck is going to come up and out of the zone. Eagles forced to regroup. Bratton pressuring. Bratton knocks to the ice. Fensky and Horn on the forecheck. That puck gets sent up, and that'll go down for an ice. So offensive zone draw coming up. Bratton line up with Fensky and Horn. Zabel and Carpenter holding the blue line. 7:29 left in the first period. Puck comes up to Carpenter. Kicked over to Zabel. Zabel winds, shoots, hits a stick, walks it in. Second attempt, shot, that goes high up and over the nets. Carpenter pinches down, holds that one, gets it back down low. Horn and Fensky are there. Puck pops free. Carpenter can't hold, but a good back check there by Fensky, knocks it loose. Horn turns around, goes, gets angled off the puck. Carpenter's still up in the play, sends it in. Bratton forces a turnover to Horn. Horn shot off the side of the netting. Puck off the wall over to Bratton. Bratton tries to make a move. Zabel. Oh, looks like he held it in, but we'll get a whistle offside. Goalkeeper lines up with Davis and Holland. Eagles win the draw. Sends in neutral zone. Swedish trying to work it up ice. Puck comes near side to Schmidt. Can't work it up to Holland. Eagles send it in. Swedish sends it up the boards to Davis. Davis kicks out to Nolte. Nolte spins it up to Davis. Just a little bit too far ahead. Budish trying to work that one over to Holland. That gets deflected. And puck comes back to Schmidt. Eagles work it deep. Budish backhands it up and out of the zone. Holland has it. Holland gains the line. Gets good zone entry. Has support. Shot in on net. Save. No rebound. So nice rush there at the end of the shift. Hornets are going to get a change. Edina wins the draw. Over to Arnold. Arnold centering feed. Doesn't get through the sea of skates. Centers it again from the corner. Hartung has it. Makes a move. Can't get a shot on net. Picked up by the Eagles. Eagles out of the corner. Get it up to the point. Giles holds. Tries to send it in. Picked up by the Eagles. Eagles going the other way. They have numbers. Good stick there by Giles to slow them up. Eagles. Looks like they're a step offside. Ref was looking the other way. Big glove save by Jaden. Follow-up shot, rebound is in. So, ref may have missed an offside call. The door's open. The door is open behind the net. Is anyone seeing the door open back there? Like, what is happening? So confused. So play should have been whistle dead. Should have been offsides. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Eagles up 1. All right. So big save there by Jaden. Does lead to an Eagles goal on the rebound. Unless it was. Wait, let's see. Hey, did that goal count? Because like the door is open and I'm just going to open it up. Yeah, that's what I think, right?
I think it's still trying to figure it out. It's his first time doing it.
Got it. Shot from top of the circle, blocked. Brad picks it up, sends it through the middle. Fancy looking to chip it to himself, hits some skates. Braden works it up into neutral zone. He collects, he carries, swinging it down the wing. Centering feed. He had Fensky and Horn. Doesn't make it through. Carpenter gets turned around. Fensky with a hard back check. And the Eagles offside. Hornets win the draw. Nolte works up to neutral zone, chips up to Holland. Holland slides ahead for Davis. Eagles send it to the corner. Nolte in on the forecheck. Davis, good angle. Holds the puck in. It's like Nolte lost an edge there. Eagles trying to go at the other end. Chipped up the boards. Schmidt drops in. Budish, lone defender back. Eagles with a step, gets a shot in on net. That's in the nets. Somehow that finds its way under Jaden's pad. Eagles go up 2. Arnold has off the draw. Gets a backhand shot off the side of the nets. Centering feed. Zabel steps up. Shot in on nets. And that's covered. No rebound. The Hornets getting some chances here. Find themselves in a 2-goal hole earlier in the first. With 3:02 left to play in the period. Hornets still looking to get on the board. Puck comes up to Zabel. Backhands it into the zone. Eagles work it up. Zabel steps up. Zabel, big shot from Zabel. Rebound. Comes out to Hartung. Can't get a stick on it. Over to Giles. Giles shot. That gets blocked. This is not going to go far enough for an icing. Zabel sends it up. Contested at the blue line. Pushed forward by Panetta. Sikora comes fresh off the bench and sends it in, but Hornets were behind the play. Brad wins over the Penske. Eagles gain the red line, dump it in. Eagles first one there, pulls it out of the corner. Picked up by Braden. Braden trying to slide up the horn. But Eagles intercepts. Eagles looking to regroup on their own end. Penske forces the turnover. Braden has it. Braden has it in front. Gets tied up. Taken down. Carpenter steps up, takes a body. Carpenter able to regain his feet, get back on the back check. Braden's there, ties man up along the boards. Centering feed, out front. He's all alone. Backhand shot, missed, but it goes in with a backdoor tap in. The Eagles tally another. All right, boys, shake it off. Here we go. Davis has off the draw. Works into the zone, but Eagles send it right back out. Budish works it over to Schmidt. Schmidt up to Holland. Holland gains the line. Holland, long shot in on net, stick to side. Eagles rimming around. Budish drops in low. Sends it back down below the goal line. Budish slaps it right back in. Nolte down low. Holland picks it up. Works up to Schmidt. But that one floats out of the zone. Schmidt's gonna have to hold, regroup here while the Hornets tag up. All right, Hornets tag up. Schmidt holds momentarily, but Eagles have it. Eagles makes a move to the outside. He cuts to the middle, gets a shot. Save Barber. And the rebound's collected, and we'll get a whistle. "15 seconds left to play here in the first period. Hornets trailing 3-0. Eagles win it back to the blue line, send it in deep. Panetta drops down low, ties up his man. Zabel works up to Arnold, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That's gonna do it for the end of the first period. So again, at the end of one, Hornets find themselves in a 3-goal deficit. But they're still in it. Have a couple periods to settle down. Just gotta get that first one in. Starts with 1. There are no highlights in the period, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll have a few to review after the second. We'll flip down. Get the second period started. line's gonna start us off. Eagles win it back. Sends it picked up by Giles. Working up to Harchon. Harchon looking to get it in deep. That puck comes up into the neutral zone. Zabel back for it. Zabel long stretch pass. That was a hopper over Arnold's stick. Picked up by the Eagles. Eagles out of their own corner. Chipped up off the boards. Good stick there by Zabel. Arnold coming back the other way. Arnold, long shot in on nets. That's saved. Puck was loose, rebound, but from the ref's perspective, that was covered. Braden wins it back to the point. Sikora sends it in. Comes right back to Sikora. Score to Bratton. Bratton in the middle. Backhands it down low. Horn's there. Horn curls. Horn gets tripped up. There's going to be a call here. Hornets going on a power play. Eagles going to be sent to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. At this level, I think it's a minute 30. It's just a minor penalty. So Eagles to the box for tripping. Hornets get their first power play of the game. Let's see what Brad and Fensky and Hornets put together here. Budish and Schmidt at the blue line. Faced off, one over the Fensky. Fensky looking to work a shot. Battles for it. He gets it on nets, but it's saved. And held, no rebound. We'll get a draw from the other circle this time. Try it again. This time the Eagles win it back. But Bratton's all over him, trying to force it free. Puck comes up. British is there. Kicks it back into the corner. Puck over to Fensky. Fensky holds. In the corner. Protects. Comes out the other end. Looking to get that towards the center of the ice. Can't get it up above the goal line. Eagles have it. Eagles with the outlets. And go all the way across ice. Banked up and into the zone. The Eagles send it right back out. Horn there. Horn looking to play it back to Budish. But that's out of reach. 35 seconds left in the power play. Budish with a long stretch pass, but that hits the player. Eagles shot contested and deflected up and out of play. 27 seconds left on the man advantage. Defensive zone draw coming up here. See if we can gain possession, start pushing to the bite. All right. Eagles win off the draw, send it up. That puck is sent up and out, but controlled by the Eagles. We work it through the neutral zone, chip it around and in. Get a shot in on net. Jaden makes a glove save. He's gonna hold on to that one. Clearing attempt up to the point doesn't go. Eagles work it back down low. That's going to do it for the penalty, so even strength. Davis fighting along the wall. Nolte trying to carry it out. Runs into a body. Holland is there. Holland gets sandwiched, but comes up with it. Chips it ahead. Eagles try to send it in. Hornets have to hold. Oh, Hornets are going to go just a step offside. Looks like Nolte might have gone in a little early. Davis was still in the zone. Either way, it's awesome. Panetta wins it over to Arnold. Arnold down the wing, cuts back, sends it to the middle. He has Panetta over to Hartung. Hartung winds up, shoots. Pad save. It's loose momentarily, but the goalie tracks it down and covers it. Eagles win it back. Held in by Sikora, who works it down low. Puck back to Sikora. Able to get it in. There's the Eagles player behind the play. He's stuck behind the defense. Comes up with the puck. Gets it across. Shot goes wide. Neither can control this right now. Hartung gets it clear. That one's going to go on net. Panetta and Arnold. Heavy forecheck. Oh, Arnold overskates it. Carpenter steps up, holds it along the wall. Panetta trying to get it down to Arnold. He gets tangled up. Puck in the corner. Horns out there. Panetta still holds. Puck comes out through neutral zone. Schmidt's there. Schmidt takes the angle. And Bank going up off the board to Fensky. Fensky loses the puck. There's a trip there. Backjudge, you're going to get that one. So Hornets unable to gather that one in, end up taking a penalty. Coach is getting the right personnel out there. Braden lining up. Braden wins it back. Comes up with it. Still working. Slides it to Fensky. Fensky has it. Looking for an odd man rush. Fensky gets around one. Has open lane. Shot. Save. Wow. Fensky with a great move there down the wing. Cuts to the middle. Gets off a good shot, but the goalie makes a save. Was waiting to see if the ref was going to come down and call that one. Wasn't sure if it snuck under the pad or not. It looks like he's able to keep it out. Eagles win the draw back. Brad forces a quick pass. Kicked off by Zabel. Fensky harassing. Comes away with it. Fensky works at him. Ties with his man in the corner. Great kill here. Fensky's still with it. Fensky sends it in front. Off the goalie's pad. Back to Fensky. It's going to come up to the point. Zabel. Big shot in on net. That goes wide. Braden causing all kinds of havoc. Zabel sends it back in. Giles almost picked that one off. Nolte on the ice. Looks like we're just going to get a icing call here. So Hornets need to kill off 17 more seconds here in the second period. Trailing by 3. Off the draw, the Eagles carry it up into the neutral zone. And chip it in deep below the goal line. That supposed to come up and out to Holland. Holland works around his man. He's got Nolte driving center lane. Just out of reach. Carpenter drops down low, buries his man. And Carpenter was, oh, that was Nolte, was caught behind the play. And then we're gonna go offside. But that's gonna do it for the penalty kill. Hornets back at full strength. Get some 5-on-5 hockey. Nolte ties it off the draw. Still working for it. Puck comes back to Carpenter. Carpenter just kicks out the space. Holland sends it in. Picked up by Nolte. Nolte gets that taken away from behind. Comes out to the neutral zone. Worked over to Carpenter. Carpenter sends it in deep. Davis gets there first. Carpenter can't hold. Eagles send it down. That's gonna go far enough for an icing, so we'll take it all the way back. Run offensive zone draw. 6:06 left here to play in the second period. Pineda off the draw, sends it in on nets. Hartung in there, poking out the goalie. A little pushing, a little shoving. Hartung, small in stature, big in heart. Willing to get in there. Another puck on net off the draw. This one is loose. Both teams fighting for it. Hartung has it, sends it in front. Out of reach of Pineda. Eagles back the other way. Eagles cut to the outside. Schmidt there, forcing him to the outside. Puck comes all the way up and around. Eagles work it back down low. No, it hit the official. Tied up along the wall. Budish has it. Arnold able to get the one up out of the zone. Eagles chip it back in. This one's deflected. Icing gonna be waved off. Budish just sends that one around, up the boards. Picked up by Hartung. Hartung gets the clear. Pineda up with it. Pineda gains the line. He's got Arnold. Sends it over to Arnold. Arnold had the stick tied up. Shot in on net. Arnold crashes in net hard. He goes in to the nets. Nets dislodged. Arnold looks like it's gonna be okay. Maybe a little shaken up here. But I didn't see him catch any of the post or the crossbar. It looks like he got all net there. Maybe banged up his arm a little bit. But yeah, he's going right to the bench. Hopefully he can shake it off and make it out for his next shift. But Arnold with a strong play towards the net. Fensky off the draw. Fensky still working for with Bratton. Puck comes down low. Eagles pick it up. Eagles shift up the boards. Bratton comes all the way across the ice to contest. Puck's held in. Eagles now able to get the clear. Giles works over to Zabel. Zabel up to Bratton. Horn stands up his man. Horn comes up with it. Horn gains the line. Gets a shot in on nets. That's steered aside. Eagles collects, turning up the ice. Cut through the middle. Fensky comes across, lays a hits. It's going to get called. So Fensky coming across. And Pee-wees and Bantams, that looks pretty clean. But at Squirts, he's going to be called, I guess, for a cross check. So Fensky out there playing some big boy hockey. Going to the box. While the refs get things sorted out, we got 4:21 left here in the second period. Looks like Fensky is going to draw what at this level would be considered a major penalty. I'm not sure what the 3 minutes is for. We have 3 minutes and a minute 30 on the board. I'm assuming he got a double minor or something. I don't know. We'll see. They're still trying to figure out the board. Okay, so minute 30 up there. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just the one penalty. Wasn't sure if they were trying to assess him a major. Shot in on net. Save, rebound, picked up by the Eagles. Oh, and we're going to get a call for another penalty here. This one roughing. This one's going to go against Carpenter. So Carpenter and Fensky both in the box. One for a cross check, one for a rough. Hornets going on the dreaded 5-on-3 for a minute 18. Zabel ties it up in the corner. Puck work free, Eagles up with it. Sikor's he's all over him. Puck comes out front. Zabel makes a diving play. Keep that one up and deny the shot. And Sikora gets the clear. It's going to go all the way down. Will it go for icing? Yes, it will. But that's going to bleed off some precious seconds in this 5-on-3. Love the effort there. Zabel with a diving poke check. Wiping that one away. Sikora cleaning it up, getting the clear. Okay, Sikora's going to get coming off for Schmidt and Panetta. Eagles work it down low. Zabel picks up behind his own net. Zabel sends the one up and out of the zone. That's tipped, not going to go for ice. All right, Eagles looking to regroup. It looks like the clock wasn't running there for a little bit. That puck's going to roll in on net, picked up by Panetta, who rims it around up to the point, held in by the Eagles. Eagles going to have some time and space to walk it in. Shot in on net. Barber makes the save and holds on for a whistle. Yeah, so the clock wasn't running there for about 10 seconds. Which is tough when you're on a 5-on-3 and they don't run the clock. All right, Arnold taking this one. Puck comes all the way across the ice. Schmidt there to contest. Fans on the shot. Hornets get the clear. This one's on edge. Where's it going to go? Play by the goalie. 15 seconds left in 5-on-3 before Fensky comes out of the box. Hornets hold it in momentarily. And Zabel gets the clear. And that's going to do it for the Fensky penalty. So he comes out of the box. Zabel's clear attempt hits a stick. He's able to tie up his man along the boards. The Eagles pull out the boards, cut to the middle, looking to get a shot. All right, and Carpenter out of the box. Bratton jumps on the ice. Fensky knocks that one down. Fensky rips a shot high up over the netting into the glass. Arnold gets there. Arnold centers. Fensky can't corral that one. Eagles back the other way. Centering feed in on net. Barber going to easily stop that one. Get the glove on it for a whistle. So 2:06 left to play here in the second period. Still 3-0. Hornets still looking for the first goal. But killing off a big 5-on-3. So we'll see if they can carry this and build some momentum off of it. Bratton wins a draw back. Fensky sends up the boards. Bratton reaches out, stops it up, collects. And they carry through neutral zone. He's pressure. He's taken down. Hornets aren't going to get a call. Eagles gain the line. Brad takes a swipe at it. Puck comes up to the point. Stolen by Horn. Horn makes a move through neutral zone. Gains the line. Gets a shot in on nets. That's saved, and that rebound is covered. Both teams battling off the draw. Puck forward towards the center. It's going to come up. Zabel pinched in. Eagles have a step. 2-on-0. Sends it across behind the play. Minute 10 left play here in the second period. Puck thrown in front. Barber reaches out, makes the save, gets the cover. Great effort there by Barber. Oh, it looks like somewhere in all that chaos, Davis drew a penalty. So Davis to the box for tripping. So Hornets going back on the kill. Hartung wins that back. Picked up by Arnold, he sends it around. Puck comes up to the blue line, shot in on nets. That goes wide through traffic. From the half wall, sent in back behind the net, centering attempt. Doesn't go, this one comes out front. Barber plays that one to himself and gets a glove down. So 43.6 left in the second period. Hornets on the penalty kill for the next minute 9. So we're able to get out of this period. We'll get a little bit of penalty time carrying over. All right. Schmidt being called off the ice. Oh, he's getting thrown. He's throwing him. That's centered. Carpenter comes out and knocks it away. Arnold gets the clear. Puck sent to neutral zone. 30 seconds left in the second period. Arnold has to hold. Eagles play it back in on their own. Puck pushed forward. Sikora challenges. Eagles looking to cut the center. They have a man in front. Centering feed doesn't go. Puck tied up along the half wall. Puck comes out to Carpenter, who gets the clear. Sends it up ice, but unfortunately that's going to do it for the end of the second period. So Hornets will have 25 seconds carrying over on the penalty into the third period. Hornets looking for at least 3 here to tie it up. Third and final frame coming up here. Hornets with some work to do. Alright, timekeeper unfortunately unfamiliar with how the clock works. Inadvertently ran time off with the penalty. No one seems to notice. The penalty box door is still open. Hey,
the door.
Door! All right, no one knows what's going on over there. Braden off the draw, pushes it forward. Sent back in to neutral zone by the Eagles, picked up by Giles. Giles sends it ahead. Braden Fenske trying to work it free. That comes back over to Zabel. Zabel chips the one off the boards into the zone, picked up by the Eagles, sent it right back to Zabel. And looks like that one made it through everyone all the way down for icing.
Go, Wade.
Eagles win it back. Shot in from the points. Knocked aside by Giles. Zabel works up the boards of Fenske. Fenske digging it out. Eagles hold it in. Centering feed. Still loose. Get a shot. Barber makes the save. Bratton picks it up. Looking up ice. Makes a move. Gets around one. Works up to Fenske. Fenske's got a horn with him. Fenske swings it out wide. There's a high shot all the way across ice into the corner. Picked up by Horn. Horn pressured. Turns over the puck. He goes back the other way. Giles there. Takes the angle. Looks like he inadvertently trips up Bratton. But Zabel there to support. Picks it up. Has to battle with the official there. That puck's gonna come up and out of the zone. Eagles, too many men on the ice, not gonna get called. Eagles send it in. He stops up, looking at the center. He had a man all alone in front. Good play there by Holland. Holland works up to the neutral zone. Eagles chip it hard off the boards. Budish sends it back behind his own net. Puck centered, kicks off his skate, comes out high. Eagles send it right back in. Budish gets there. Zabel comes across, pushes up the boards. Zabel gonna slap the one all the way down. And that'll be icing. So Hornets need to get some goals here pretty soon. We're gonna start playing against the clock. 10:36 left to play in the third period. Puck picked up by Arnold, but knocked away by the Eagles. Eagles looking to get a shot on that. That goes wide off the end boards. Chipped up but not out by Arnold. Eagles have a shooting lane. Shot up over the glove of Barber, and Eagles score. With that, the Eagles take a 4-goal lead here in the third period. Bratton wins the draw back to Schmidt. Worked up to Fenske. Fenske gains the edge. Shot in on that, it's off the side of the netting. Eagles pick it up. Work it up to the point, they get it up out of the zone, they get the clear. Horn. Still in the zone. That's gonna be offside. Fenske loses his stick. Eagles take advantage. Work the puck in. Makes a move. Shot gets blocked. Brad looking to push that one forward, up and out of the zone. They get the clear. Both teams battling at the blue line. Eagles come away with it. Makes a move, gets a shot off the side of the net. Barber might have got a glove on that one. Fensky looking to carry it up out of the zone. He gets pressured. Puck high there. Brian tries to knock that one down. Shot off the back of Schmidt's helmets. Looks like that one was fluttering a little bit, so I think he'll be okay. Hornets now get that one cleared up off the boards into the neutral zone. But the Eagles send that one back in offside. Nolte wins that puck forward. Picked up by the Eagles, who carry the zone. They have two streaking in front. Shot in on net. Barber make a diving save. Comes across. So Barber forced to make a desperation save. Has to dive across the net for that one. Holland looking to gain possession. Right. Puck worked down low to Holland. Picked up by the Eagles. Eagles back around their own nets. Nolte comes through, throws a hip check. Eagles find the outlet. Sikora pushing to the outside. Good pressure there. Knocks that puck away. Eagles recollect. Eagles off the side of the cage. Get a shot in on net up tight. Barber gets knocked down. Nolte carries it out. Nolte with two toe drags in his own zone. Tries to work up to Davis. Pass a bit off target. Eagles turn back the other way. Hard shot in on nets. Barber makes a great save, and he holds on to that one. Works that one up out of the zone. Eagles turn back the other way. Looks like he might have caught an edge there. No trip called. Eagles trying to center. Picked off by Zabel. Zabel finds Panetta. Panetta has Arnold. Tries to slide across to Arnold, but hits a stick. Eagles back the other way. Eagles are just going to get it clear. That one's going to go down for an icing. So Hornets down 4 goals, 7:05 left to play here in the third period. Offensive zone faceoff coming up. Fensky centers. Oh, he had Horn in front. Horn looks like he was just tied up enough. Couldn't get anything on that one. Puck sent up, held at the blue line by Braden. Braden can't get a shot off. He's going to draw a penalty, though. So this one going against the Eagles. Eagles to the box at 6:45 for roughing. So Hornets going on another power play. See if we can get something set up here, get on the board. Puck went over to Fensky. Fensky down low, protects. Oh, looks like that's gonna do it for the game. I guess we hit rink time. That seemed pretty quick. But yeah, that would be an hour. So with 6:38 left to play on the clock, game is going to be called here due to rink time expiring. So final score, Eden Prairie Eagles 4, your Edina Hornets 0. So tough game. Hornets not able to find any success offensively, but they worked hard, never gave up, battled till the end, what you want to see. So with that, we'll conclude hockey for the day. Enjoy the rest of your